Well, season 3 is almost here. It's starting on March 7th, 2022, and I wanted to give you an overview of season 2 and also what you can expect in season 3. I have a brand new theme, a topic we're going to focus on, as well as I'm going to reveal my first 2 guests. So season 2 of the Everyday Discernment Podcast was absolutely amazing. I had 31 awesome guests, such as Corey Russell, Billy Humphrey, Daniel Fusco, Wayne Cordero, Michael Jr., David A.R. White, Levi Lusko, Gary Chapman, Sean McDowell, George Barna, Frank Turek, Mark Batterson, and so much more. I really hope you were with me during the podcast season. And if you missed any episode or just want to hear a compilation video, I put one together. I took 25 plus hours of video footage and I comprised it down to 1 hour of specifically me asking the question to my guests, what do you do every day to keep your eyes on Jesus? Which correlated with my devotional that came out last year, Eyes on Jesus, a 90-day discernment devotional. And I asked every single one of my guests practical ways they keep their eyes on Jesus every day to avoid the distractions that come up in this life. And it was amazing to see these top Christian leaders on what they do, because these are not people who are perfect, but these are people who are disciplined as disciples of Christ. They have specific strategies on how they keep their eyes on Jesus. And I thought it was very important to share that with you, because you may not adopt something specifically verbatim, but you can incorporate strategies which will help you in your quiet time and in your specific relationship with Jesus. So I really hope you check that out. I'll put it in the show notes, the compilation video on YouTube. And then for season 3, the focus is going to stay on discernment. We're going to still talk about what we do to keep our eyes on Jesus, but the focus for season 3 is going to shift. It's going to be on discernment roadblocks. So what do we do when the decision that God was leading us down ends up in a trial, a tribulation, a perceived failure? What happens then? Because I didn't want to make it seem like as long as you make the right decision, your life is going to be perfect, you're going to be blessed. Now, I do think that when we follow Jesus and his leading, it will lead us down a path of blessing. But a lot of times we have to persevere through those roadblocks in order to see that blessing. And sometimes when we face a roadblock, we have to turn around and make a different decision if we were on the wrong path. And so I'm going to ask every single one of my guests in season 3 about discernment roadblocks in their life and what they did to overcome them and persevere forward. Now, my first 2 guests on season 3, I'm so excited for. The first one is Max Lucato. Max Lucato does not need an introduction. He's known as America's Pastor. He has, I think, over 50 books, and he is coming out with a new book called John 3:16. It's actually called 3:16, The Numbers of Hope. And I talked to him about that book, and I'm going to talk to him about discernment roadblocks as well. So I'm extremely excited for that. He's the first guest. And my second guest is Bob Goff. He has a book called Undistracted. I was able to read an advanced copy of it, and it ties in so much with what I talk about in discernment with our time, staying focused on Jesus. His book is about focusing on what really matters and undistracting yourself from the things that don't. So that is the recap of season 2 and what you can expect from season 3. Make sure that I'm not going to beg people to subscribe and to share. I think that if the episodes are quality and something that impacts you, people will naturally share them and subscribe because they enjoy what's coming out of that content. And so that's why I hope the content speaks for itself. I really do appreciate your support. I'm doing an exclusive video series on Faithful. Go to faithful.place. And I'm going over video. I'm making a video for every one of my days in the devotional I made, Eyes on Jesus. And I'm not just reading the devotional, but I'm sharing with you why I wrote it, how you can apply it to the day you're listening to the video. And so if you are looking to support the show, go to faithful.place. That will be in the show notes as well. So I hope you're excited about season 3. I know I am, and I hope to see you in season 3 when it launches on March 7th. See you then.